Hi guys, in this video we're going to look at the structure of amides, primary, secondary and tertiary amides, naming those amides, and then finally we're going to summarise.
So you may never have come across amides before, but amides are just another group of nitrogen-containing organic compounds. Here's an example of one here, and they contain both an amine group, which is the NH2 part of the molecule, and an acyl group, which has some long carbon-containing organic chain connected to a carbon, which is then double bonded to an oxygen. The way that I find it easiest to remember what amides are is that amides ending in ides are similar to acyl chlorides ending in ides, but the chloride part has been replaced by an amine group. So we can see that in fact acyl chlorides and amides are very similar, with the chloride group here being replaced by an amine group. In fact, the method to make amides is to mix acyl chlorides with concentrated ammonia, which you will have seen if you've watched our video on acyl chlorides. Now, in the same way that we talked about different types of amines in our amine video, there are different types of amides that we can categorize. We have primary amides, and again we can use a 1 with the small circle as shorthand for primary, and these have one carbon attached to the nitrogen. It's the nitrogen we're focusing on here in the amide. So in primary amides, we have 2 hydrogens attached to the nitrogen, and the one carbon attached is that of the acyl group. We make these primary amides, as we just said, by mixing acyl chlorides with ammonia. Now, we can also have secondary amides, and as you might have guessed, secondary amides have 2 carbons attached to the nitrogen. So we have our acyl group that we would have had if it were primary, but we also have another alkyl group attached, and this is what makes it secondary. So now we only have 1 hydrogen. We can make these secondary amides by mixing our acyl chloride with a primary amine. So when we mix the acyl chloride with any sort of amine group, we're going to eject 1 hydrogen and eject the chloride atom to form a bond between this carbon here and between the nitrogen. So if we want to have 2 carbons attached to the nitrogen in our final product, we know we're attaching 1 in the synthesis reaction, so we just want a primary amine so that when it's completed...
Hey guys, to continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise exam board specific A-level chemistry videos, just click the SnapRevise smiley face here. Join me today and together let's make A-level chemistry a walk in the park.